Wow, why do you people embarrass us like this? You embarrass us. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana achieved the distinguished notoriety of being perhaps the first country in the world to set up an office in the presidency to review prophecies. Tomorrow, how do you review a prophecy? You call God and say, God, did you tell Prophet Atachia that this is going to happen? How do you review prophecy? Show me how you review prophecy.
Is to facilitate the transmission of the prophecy.
That's not reviewing.
Okay.
How do you review prophecy? This level of, I have to be very careful with my choice of words. How do you review prophecy? Somebody comes to you and says, oh, I was eating fufu and rice soup. And then all of a sudden, I saw Moro's face in my rice soup. And this is a message from God. I said, you're going to review that. How are you going to review that? You call God? What is this? Unbelievable. You understand? So this whole concept of reviewing prophet, what is it about? Look, how is this different from the headman in the hamlet, whose every decision is guided by the juju man? How is this different? Tell me, you were saying that we can equate African traditional religious practice with Christianity and so on. If you go to the hamlet, the chief, if there's a flood, he will call the juju man there, the chief fetish priest, to come and explain why the flood occurred. Ally?
Yes.
Yes. If there's abundant harvest, the chief priest will come and tell you, how is this different from that practice? Show me how this is different from that practice.
One is an explanation, the other is a review.
And listen, listen to me very carefully. That guy, whatever his name is, that guy, who said that he saw something about Umani Boama.
Yes.
And tried, he couldn't get to Umani Boama.
Yes.
God, of all the 32 million people in Ghana, identified him and gave him a message from Umani Boama, but God forgot to show him how to get to Umani Boama. What nonsense is that? Can you believe it? What kind of God is that? That he knows Umani Boama is going to die through a helicopter crash. And then of all the 32 million people, he selects a particular guy and gives him the message. And God forgot to show him how to get to Umani Boama. And you believe this trash? Please, let's wake up small. Let's begin to use our brains. You think that our brains are in our heads for nothing? The guy comes to tell you this cock and bull story and you believe it. And you actually set up an office to review this. How are you going to review this? Oh, Massa, what is this? And then yesterday, some of them started making claims. Now, okay, we agree. We will submit our prophecies, but we have to pay our transportation, Now you have to pay our transportation. God didn't give you transportation. God who sent you didn't give you transportation. It's the Ghanaian taxpayers' money who should be used to pay for your transportation. One of them was even asking for a car. Give me a car so that it is easier for me to come to the Flagstaff house to give you my prophecy so that you... And Mother, the statement which was issued is that the prophecy should be submitted formally. How do you formally submit a prophecy? I mean, you type it on letterhead. How do you formally submit a prophecy? What is the difference between informal submission of a prophecy and a formal submission of a prophecy? What nonsense is this? I mean, crazy. You think that all of us in Ghana, we are mad, we are crazy. What is this? Treat us with a little respect. If you are dealing with us, assume that there's some small brain matter in our head and stop playing with us like this. Formal submission of prophecy. The formal one is by email.
Yes.
Or WhatsApp.
Yes.
Or there's a special form to fill.
TikTok.
What is this? You understand? You are supporting. You understand what you do.
Gwezi, I've talked about the review, you know, and I also talked about
my friend.
this
naturally. What is formal submission of prophecy?
And I was saying that, Moro, if Gwezi heard me well,
Yes.
as a prophecy delivery, it's face to face.
Yes.
It's not through electronic means.
Yes.
So God will give you the prophecy.
No, I've
and
told
not
you.
give you the opportunity to face deliver.
Kwesi,
And then you go already and you start
the gifts,
complaining.
we have several gifts.
God has said he didn't give you pocket money to take transport to go.
Those are the
And
charlatans.
then you are coming to me for pocket
Those
money
are
to
the
take
charlatans.
transport to go and deliver it.
Those are the
And the
charlatans.
whole government sets up a machinery for this foolishness. What is this? Master, let's move on and forget this foolishness. It's too much. I mean, look, show the citizens some respect. Show us some respect. Election time. One prophet says that dole, NDC will win. Another prophet, dole, NPP will win. How many gods are there in the world? How many gods? The same God, the same Christian God. In one breath, he says NPP will win. In another breath, he says NDC will win.
Now, my understanding is that Mr. Elvis Free Ankara wants to make a quick response to what we've been talking about. So let's speak to him quickly. Onukwa, boss, good morning. Good to have you join us. We're told that you have a quick, comment that you want to make.
Yes, I actually have been on other stations, but I've got about 12 messages and calls that have been roasted for dinner on your station. So I just wanted to clarify some issues.
Okay.
First of all, a lot of the commentary has been that government should focus on governance and leave religious issues to religious people. In any case, we acknowledge that it's not everybody who believes in God, and people are entitled to their beliefs. But you have a country where almost 70% of the populace are Christians, almost 20% are Muslims, and the rest are
background to what you also say.
And other faiths. So faith plays a very important part in our national lives. Now, a government has a responsibility to ensure that there is social cohesion and peace. Any acts that threatens the social cohesion of a country, of a society, the government has a responsibility to intervene. We all witnessed what happened last week, Wednesday. We've all been distraught. We're trying to manage the situation. It's been very, very difficult. Some of those were people that were very, very close to me. And in the midst of that, we've seen videos popping out on social media claiming that some of these things were seen by some people who are gifted, and that they did not have access to the persons in government to be able to forewarn them. So, and then beyond that, they are claiming that many more things are going to happen. Worse things are going to happen. People are going to die. More places are going to crash. Now, a government, and it's causing a lot of consternation. Believe me, if you say that you don't care that in the midst of all this, when people are grieving and mourning and people are traumatized, people are claiming that more things are going to happen. Government cannot just sit down on.
Elvis cannot get away with what he has said.
Okay, I'm ready.
Elvis should show us how he's going to review prophecy. What method is he going to use to review prophecy? How does Elvis believe that God will give somebody a prophecy about somebody and God will refuse to show the person how to get in touch with that person?
Okay. So
let him tell us.
Can I respond?
Let him tell us. And Elvis should understand that whatever job he's doing, he's not doing it on his own. He's doing it on behalf of all of us.
Just a second.
No. Elvis is doing it on behalf of all the people of Ghana. This is still about those who believe in God and those who don't believe in God. Are they not citizens of this country?
Please, this is not fair to me. You've had the whole morning, you've said your own. I respect your views.